some factors that make someone's Ever find yourself caught in this loop that just won't quit? Like you're aimlessly scrolling through your phone, maybe killing time or avoiding doing something you should be doing, and boom, you're back to watching porn again. Look, honestly, no judgment here. We all have our vices, those little habits we can't quite shake off. It's a very human thing, but it does make you wonder, what's the actual impact of watching porn every day? The topic is often surrounded by controversy and discomfort, a lingering awkwardness that even dares to pop up in conversation. So let's cut through that, friend to friend, no judgments, no shame, and actually talk about it. Desensitization. Ever find yourself out on a date, but instead of soaking in the atmosphere and laughing at your date's jokes, your mind drifts off to those airbrushed figures on your screen? Reality just can't compete. Listen, I get it, and it's more common than you think. A neuroscientist, Dr. Gary Wilson, says this kind of mental shift isn't random. He warns that frequent porn consumption can really mess with your brain's reward circuitry, setting you up to crave more extreme stuff just to get the same kick, and making even meaningful real-life interactions feel kinda meh. But hey, no lectures here. Try to take a break from all the screen time and dive into real life. The people around you, those genuine, can't be downloaded connections, make life richer and more meaningful. Trust me, you'll feel the difference. And even if you're struggling to make that switch, remember that there's no shame in seeking help from a counselor to guide you back to balance. Relationship strain. You know that unsettling feeling when you're sitting next to your partner, maybe sharing a meal together or watching TV, and suddenly it hits you. You're just coexisting, not really connecting? Yeah, I've been there, and it's a wake-up call for sure. Relationship expert Esther Perel says this emotional distance isn't just your imagination. Overuse of porn can seriously contribute to you both feeling emotionally disconnected. So what's the game plan? First up, the courage to have that tough but crucial heart-to-heart with your partner. Open up, let them in on what you're feeling, and genuinely listen to what they have to say. And hey, don't knock on the idea of relationship counseling. It's not just for married couples navigating a midlife crisis. It's for anyone wanting to deepen their emotional connection. Negative psychological effects. Ever catch yourself nodding off or staring into space and you can't shake the feeling that you're just down more often than not? Yeah, I've had those moments too, and it's both confusing and frustrating. A mental health expert, Dr. Paula Hall, explains that this emotional rut isn't just a random occurrence. She highlights that frequently watching porn can be a significant factor in this, potentially escalating your anxiety and taking a toll on your self-esteem. Now, before you start thinking that therapy is just for other people with bigger issues, let me tell you, therapists are there for everyone. Yes, that includes you and me. They offer coping strategies like mindfulness techniques, cognitive behavioral therapy, and healthy alternatives to address the underlying issues that lead to frequent porn consumption, tailored to what you're going through. Risk of addiction. Have you found yourself running late for work or school more often than not because you got caught up watching porn again? Yeah, that's a tough one. And believe it or not, it's a slippery slope that can quickly escalate. An addiction expert, Dr. Patrick Carnes, warns that you might actually be closer to addiction than you think. It's not just a phase, it's a cycle that can slowly start to dictate your life, taking over your free time and even your thoughts. So, how do you get the reins back on your life? Well, first off, there's a zero shame in asking for help. If you're finding it hard to manage on your own, consider talking to someone who specializes in addiction. Cognitive behavioral therapy, for instance, has some proven techniques that could really help you break the cycle. It's not an overreaction to seek help. It's one of the bravest things you can do for yourself. If this video feels like it's speaking directly to you, smash that subscribe button and ring that bell. We've got more real talk content coming your way. Social life issues. Ever find yourself mentally checked out during a work meeting? Or when you're out with friends, you're physically there but mentally miles away? You're not alone. It's actually a more common situation than you might think. A psychologist, Dr. Philip Zimbardo, points out that habitual porn watching can seriously mess with your focus. It's not a small issue. This can spiral into long-term impacts on your career and social interactions. So here's a practical way to approach it. Consider creating a balanced schedule that allocates time for work, social activities, and yes, even some downtime for yourself. Achieving a well-rounded life takes some planning, but it's a concrete step you can take to regain control. So, can you relate to any of this? If so, share your thoughts down below. And if you've got a friend who could use this, share the video with them. You can also watch and share this video, 7 porn addiction symptoms to watch out for. Until next time, take care.
Did you just see your crush coming your way? Quick, what to do? Okay, deep breaths first. Talking to your crush can be a very nerve-wracking experience. The thought of saying something wrong is always in the back of your head, but it doesn't have to be. Some things that you say can actually increase their attraction towards you. If you're not sure what those things are, here are 5 things to say to your crush. 1. Crack a joke.
Knock knock. Who's there? Wendy. Wendy who? Wendy you. Think we can go on a date?
A bit too cheesy? Well, the good news is even simple jokes can do the trick. A most trusted icebreaker, so to speak. A 2015 research article published in Evolutionary Psychology found that humor points to having a sociable and agreeable personality. The study also found that when a pair laughed together, they were more interested in each other. But why is that? Humor eases the situation. It makes you seem more open and likable. This trick is also backed by science. Laughing releases endorphins, which make you feel good about yourself and others. On top of that, your crush could follow up with their own joke, and if you laugh at it, you get bonus points. People tend to like others who laugh at their jokes. Even if it doesn't work, it does show others your fun-loving and brave side. So don't be nervous to drop a joke here or there. Number 2, remember to say thank you. Saying thank you is not only a sign of good manners, it's also a simple way to tell someone, I appreciate you. As Antonia Damasio, a professor of psychology and neurology put it, gratitude rewards generosity and maintains the cycle of healthy social behavior. Showing gratitude makes people feel respected and happy, and it lets them know you recognize their efforts. If you're hanging out with your crush, tell them, thank you for such a good time. Or if they're a good friend who never fails to listen, tell them, thank you for always being there for me. This simple but powerful phrase could create a long-lasting bond between you two. 3, share a little secret. It is no secret that everyone can have a secret. Some are small, like that embarrassing thing you did in middle school, and some are bigger, like the drama that goes on in the family. Yeah, you could be someone who likes to keep them to yourself, and that's okay. But sometimes sharing some of your little secrets with your crush could make them like you a bit more. Sharing a secret with someone creates a bond between you, and it takes your relationship to the next level, making it more special and intimate. This is something that's been known to researchers for decades. Research that goes back as far as 1994 has shown that people who use more intimate disclosure tend to create a meaningful bond with their special someone. Long story short, telling your crush a little secret about yourself might just be a good way to get the ball rolling. Number 4, give them compliments. They say compliments are verbal sunshine. What do you think? You look lovely today. You have an awesome style. That hairdo looks great on you. Everyone likes to receive such compliments from time to time. It's perfectly normal and it boosts your self-esteem. Compliments can make your crush feel like they're really special to you. You seem like someone who cares about them. But the words you choose for your compliments matter too. A 2017 research study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that women tend to like men who compliment using more metaphorical language, which shows their creativity. It's also worth noting to compliment things that they don't hear all that often. For example, compliment their artistic skills or a good book choice. They'll surely be glad someone noticed, and it could be a great conversation starter. And number 5, ask them questions. To ask or not to ask? Asking simple everyday questions to begin with is a way of showing them that you're interested. Ask them about their hobbies or their bucket list or their favorite music choice, pretty much anything. This could make your crush like you. Yeah, for reals. The 2017 Harvard study found a connection between asking questions and being liked. Talking about them, asking them about their life could be a good strategy to increase your chances. So just ask away, let them do the talking, and see how they smile more every time they see you. In addition, the golden rule is to just relax, take it easy, and be honest and genuine while talking to them. They'll surely feel the positive vibes. And don't forget to let us know how it went. Are you ready to try these out? Are there any tips we missed? Feel free to leave a comment with your experience, feedback, or suggestions. If you find this video helpful, be sure to hit the like button and share it with others too. Don't forget to subscribe the notification bell for more new videos. Thanks for watching. wondered whether or not you're actually attractive? Maybe your gran says, "Look how handsome or pretty you've gotten," every time she sees you, but your grandma has to say that, right? How can you know for sure? Whether you think you're a modern Adonis, Aphrodite, or anything in between, or you think you're more like Quasimodo, here are some science-backed signs that you're attractive. You connect with others. Have you noticed that people naturally gravitate towards you? It's not just about physical attractiveness, but something deeper. You have a special ability to connect with others on a genuine and meaningful level. According to studies conducted by social psychologist John Cacioppo, individuals who exhibit strong interpersonal skills and the ability to connect with others are often perceived as more attractive. And this is because your empathetic nature, listening skills, and genuine interest in others makes them feel heard, understood, and valued. This innate ability to forge strong connections is a sign of your attractiveness and the positive impact you have on those around you. You keep fit. While it may sound like an obvious point, there's more to exercising than simply looking attractive. Exercise can also boost self-confidence, which can contribute to attractiveness. This is because people who feel good about themselves and their bodies are often more confident and self-assured, which can be attractive to others. A study published in the journal Psychology of Sport and Exercise found that women who engaged in regular exercise had higher levels of self-esteem and body satisfaction than those who did not, and that these factors contributed to increased attractiveness. It's less about what you actually look like and more about the effect it has on your mental health and your outward attitude that people find attractive. If this video is helping you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. You influence others. Psychologist Dr. Alice Eagley and her colleagues conducted a meta-analysis of studies examining the impact of physical attractiveness on social influence. They found that physically attractive people were more likely to be seen as credible, persuasive, and trustworthy, and were more successful at changing people's attitudes and opinions. This is different from getting a job or a promotion and can be used to affect the entire dynamic of your social circle. People are more likely to listen to you and to use your opinion as their own. If you ever feel like people around you just tell you what you want to hear, maybe they actually find you attractive. You are passionate. Have you ever met someone who had a magnetic personality because they were outwardly passionate about something, like their job or a hobby? Psychological scientist John Updegraff and colleagues published a study in the journal Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin that found the participants rated individuals who were described as passionate and enthusiastic as more attractive than those who were described as unenthusiastic. Another study published in the journal Psychology of Aesthetics, Creativity, and the Arts that was conducted by cognitive scientist Scott Kaufman found that individuals who scored high on measures of creativity were rated as more attractive by others. If you know that you express your passion openly and sincerely without gatekeeping or acting like a know-it-all, people probably find that very attractive. The halo effect. Do you ever feel like everyone wants to talk to you? Attractive people are often perceived as more approachable because of a phenomenon called the halo effect. The halo effect refers to the cognitive bias where our overall impression of a person influences our perception of their specific traits or characteristics. In the case of physical attractiveness, people tend to assume that attractive individuals possess other positive qualities, such as intelligence, kindness, and competence. A study by psychologist Dr. Judith Langlois found that even infants as young as 6 months old were more likely to approach and interact with attractive individuals compared to unattractive individuals. Attractiveness is subjective, but there are a few attractive features that are backed up by science. Attractiveness can come from the inside. Some things like confidence and passion can do more than symmetrical features and chiseled abs. Do you think others gravitate towards you? Comment below what you think is your most attractive feature, whether it's a physical feature or a part of your personality. For more videos like this, subscribe. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, leave a like. And remember, you are important.